We'll call the meeting to order. This is the East Long Meadow Housing Authority's agenda for July 18th, 2019. First on the agenda is a tenant to discuss the water issue. I guess she is not here. Okay. We'll go to the next part. It's the minutes of May 2019.
Does she know there's a meeting tonight?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if everyone had a chance to read the minutes. If so, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Not hearing any. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes, got it. Next on the agenda is the repair to the exterior decks. And I saw Lynn had sent out the
The
scope.
draft work order.
The draft work order.
And then I have, the first page I handed out, under the, treasurer's report is the, approved work order with the submissions.
So I don't know
That
if
equals the 95,000.
I don't know if everyone had a chance to read the scope of services, but
Where
it's
does this come from? This comes from DHCD?
Department, yeah.
Okay, this is something they come up with, gotcha.
I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more of how it happens. So what happens is basically we have a project manager through the state Department of Housing and Community Development.
Okay.
Don't want to get the names mixed up because I was on my phone with the state of Connecticut. So they come out, they assess the property, and they have looked at our porches that we have here, and this is their recommendation. Well, this is their scope of saying what needs to be done for these porches, and they've estimated that the work is going to be worth $95,000. So now the next step will be is once we approve this, then Lynn will be going out and making bids.
To go out to bid, yeah.
Go out to bid, and hopefully the bids will come under that number, or anything above that number, then Lynn would have to submit that information to DHCD, and hopefully DHCD will approve it.
Okay. So
But
is this based on the inspection of some sort that we had? Or is this just based on our recommendation that
Both.
be done? Both, okay,
Both,
gotcha.
yes.
All right.
They come out, they do an inspection. I usually give a recommendation on what needs to be done, and then depending on the pool of money, we kind of puzzle it together.
That's only 1 through 8, right?
buildings 1 through 8.
Yeah, we only have 8 buildings.
Okay. All right.
So based on what DHCD has recommended, I'm just looking for a motion to approve the scope of services that DHCD has provided to the East Long Meadow Housing Authority.
I'll make a motion to approve the
I
Scope of
scope of services.
Do I hear a second? Any further discussion? Not hearing any. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes, got it.
I mean, I got one question. Do we get to see what they're gonna do?
It's in the scope of services what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but what's the scope of service?
It's the
They're
material.
gonna make the same porches. Is that what
Mhm.
they're gonna do?
You know, they named it porches, it's not really the porches, it's the decks. It's the second floor decks. That's what
I
they're
understand.
redoing.
There's no cover, right?
No cover.
No cover.
They're just replacing what's there because it's
Yeah.
deteriorating.
With better materials, which is
right.
good.
Yeah, as it
So
says,
that's
like it looks
right,
like it's
good.
Trex, almost like Trex
Should
and all that
last a
stuff.
long time.
Should last our lifetime for sure.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right. Next on the agenda is the Abide Certificate of Final Completion.
That was just the last of their bills when they did, the 2 houses. They had to do an abatement, and then, That's their final bill, the $2,201.75.
This is the abatement of the lead and asbestos. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to accept the certificate of final completion for the work that was done on the scattered sites.
I'll make the motion.
Do I hear a second?
I will, Denny?
Go ahead.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? I'm not hearing any. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes, got it. So you need me to sign this, right?
Yes, you can sign it or I can sign it, doesn't make a difference. One or the other.
All right. Next on the agenda is an update on the projects.
So just to go back to the Barnum and Lowell Street, it's kind of been on a standstill since Abide has gone through. The contractors hasn't really initiated too much, which I'm kind of upset with because I think it should be, you know, things should be going smoothly by now or started up. I have another project down at Inwood Commons, an electrical upgrade that was going around really, really smooth until electrical inspector. So he put a little twist on things. So been having multiple meetings down there and trying to get people to adhere to the new code. And then there's been then another change with everything with the because the electrical inspector, I guess, is out on leave, and his substitute you know, has definitely a different opinion.
So it's gonna hold up the projects.
So no, I'm hoping now it's gonna move them along quicker with the substitute electrical inspector.
Hopefully.
So, yes, so that's what I'm hoping. And then the other project I have is this building is going to be rehabbed, the outside. That should be starting up shortly. And then the last thing is the street. I heard that we're back off the list again this year. So,
But he knows you're ready. He knows you're ready.
he knows we're ready.
So whenever they're
He
ready.
knew we were ready.
We're
think,
ready.
Yeah, a while ago. So I think, you know, emailing back and forth, talking to him. I don't know. It sounds like there might be some miscommunication on his side, because I think he asked me if I could secure funding for the parking lots because they're only going to do the roads. So I did, and then I emailed him and said, when do you think the project's going to take place? I think he said August, September. So I said, great, that sounds wonderful, I can't wait. And then here it is 6-9 months later, he's saying that I never got back to him, saying that I secured funding for the parking lot. So I said, oh, my email saying, oh, that's great, I can't wait, I'm excited to get this done, didn't answer that question.
Who's that, Sweeney?
No,
Who?
no, it was, I think his name.
Does that have something to do with the town or not?
Yeah, it's the town. I think the guy's first name was Chris, or Christopher. I would have to check my emails. But,
So what's the problem now?
They don't have funds for it yet.
they don't have funds for it
They
yet.
didn't put it aside, so they're gonna hopefully do it next fiscal
Isn't
year.
that what he told me?
So then
That's
I
okay.
told him, I'm like, well, so you know that our road is a hazard, so what is the plan to?
It's not Sweetie though, right?
No,
He's the head of the highway department.
right, no, it must be someone who works under him. So
Well,
I asked him, because it was a
thought-
hazard, if there was something.
Can I
in-
interrupt for a second?
Sure.
I went to the town manager, and she says, Mr. Mandolini, you show me where East Long Meadow is responsible for this,
Mhm.
and I'll make sure it gets done. Now, I went there last year. This started 3 years ago, by the way, now, okay?
Yeah, I know.
And she says, I'll make sure she gets done. Now, if this not gonna get done, our next step is to talk to the town council. Either there or go back to the town manager. I'm gonna say to her, ma'am, you're full of it.
Well, I
Period.
think the next step, you're right, the next step is to probably meet with the town council. Because the
they're
town,
responsible, okay?
they're
I show you
responsible.
the note I got, right?
Yeah, so maybe you and I can get together, we'll make a phone call to the
Right.
town, and
I still got the list, too.
make an appointment to go speak with them in regards to this.
Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous, okay? That road is bad. I don't care what anybody says. And all those patches gonna get even worse if you get a bad winter.
I don't disagree with you. I don't think anyone here is gonna disagree with you, on that. And that's, you know,
Well, I
it's the-
pay excise tax, you know what I mean?
and a lot of that money comes from the gas tax for the chapter 90.
Well, I pay gas tax.
I know. You don't need to preach to the choir, I know. But maybe you and I will make a phone call and all that stuff to talk with the town, and hopefully we can make an appointment with a couple of the board members.
I did everything she wanted. I waited for everybody that did what they wanted. And then I went out to Sweeney, and I got this note back for Sweeney that means nothing. He says, well, we'll trying to get it done next summer if we got the money, okay? Instead of saying to me, we will get it done for the summer, I asked the town manager, that's what she wanted, and I brought her the note. Okay, and I'm a guy, I stick to my word.
Yeah, we'll make the phone call. We'll maybe make a phone call next week before I leave. So
My last email, like I was saying to him after he told me there wasn't funding again, was, you know, that road's a hazard. What's the plan for keeping it safe for the next year? And I got no response so far.
I'm sure you won't. But yeah,
No.
maybe you and I, like I said, maybe Vinny and I will make a phone call, and hopefully maybe we can make some headways on that.
I mean, I asked some of the people that live here, because it won't look good if I just go by myself. I said, if we go 5 or 6 and talk to the town council, maybe we'll get somewhere. I says, that's my other choice. I have no other place to stop now, because Sweeney does what he wants, and the town manager, that's what she told me, and I'm holding on her word, but nothing is happening. So, I mean, these towns are all alike, okay? And I'm not that way, okay?
No. All right. Anything else on the updated projects?
That's it.
Next on the agenda is the agreed upon the procedure, the AUPs.
And so last Tuesday, we had, it's called AUP, the Agreed Upon Procedures, is that we get audited once a year. And so that was last Tuesday. We have not gotten the results back yet, but when we do, I will let you know. That was more on tenants' accounts receivable, it's vacancies, and it's some budget items. Accounts payable.
Okay. Anything
That's it.
else?
No, I'm good.
So we do got our treasurer's report, so everything's looking okay. Alright. Next board meeting would be, do we have one in August?
usually do unless there's nothing going on.
Well,
Hopefully we'll have a lot going on.
well, that one I would have to have Jim chair because I'll be in Italy. So
Alright.
I'll be on vacation.
I'm
now.
not gonna be on the first week in,
August
I'm not gonna be here the
14th.
first week of
Well, it'll
August.
be August 14th.
And what, Vinny, you're not gonna be here the first week of August?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up in May.
So the next board meeting will be August 14th.
August 14th.
I will try to be here. That's the day I come back. Won't promise.
Maybe they'll get the road done. I don't know.
But so August 14th will be the next board meeting.
That's on Tuesday, right?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, I'm sorry.
All right,
August
If
14th.
there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to
Nice.
adjourn.
Motion.
Don't jump at it. I'll second that.
Any
We're
further
done.
discussion?
We're good.
No.
Not hearing any?
No
All in
discussion.
favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everybody.